Let's go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our pre-Halloween one
Halloween.
shot. Um, well, us three are going to do one shot. We're doing D&D Beyond's or Wizards of the Coast's Giants of the Starforge, a one shot for level 16 characters that was kind of built around the ideas presented in the Big V's Glory of Giants book. So if you have any problems with one shot, it's not my fault. It's D&D Beyond's Wizards of the Coast. But other than that, we're gonna get right on into it. There's no recap.
Makes sense.
If you enjoyed tonight's stream, check us out on Sunday, where we will be doing our Halloween episode. We'll all be dressed up, and they'll be dealing with a frost giant, or who knows, blowing some people up, blowing some things up.
Speaking of dressing up, that second mask that I ordered did not work out, so I had to like run out today and just find something that might work.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, it was so
don't you
tight
just-
that it was like poking into my eyes.
Why don't you just put it on a stick and like put it down your back? And you can be like,
Yeah,
half
yeah,
and
yeah.
half for each.
be myself with someone creeping over my shoulder.
You're the character's the mask, and you're just the narrator.
I mean, if I turned off all these lights, that would be actually kind of creepy, but
I almost thought about doing the Uncanny Valley like makeup.
Uncanny Valley makeup?
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Oh, you have to look it up. It's creepy.
Okay, I will do that later.
I think I'll be a little Uncanny Valley Sunday.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go around table and just do that quick introduction. You can introduce your character, what the class they are, any little fun things that you are excited to do or use, spells. So we'll just go Craig, Emily, Star. So Craig, turn it over to you. What's your character's name, of course?
My character's name is Zora Dodongo. She is a halfling ranger. She's quite old, but she's very experienced, you know, as they are. It's so I don't know if you said this, Jacob, but we basically planned these pretty last minute. We were supposed to do this Wednesday. D&D Beyond was down, and then I decided no, I don't want to do that character, so I basically created this in the last half an hour. So, but I've played a ranger before, so it should go okay. I'm excited to have a hunter's mark that does not require concentration.
Yep.
So that's nice. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm gonna try to step outside my comfort zone with a voice. I actually haven't even practiced it yet, so whenever I use it, it's gonna be like that's what happens.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
But yeah, I was saying to Jacob that the unfortunate thing about a ranger is how many of their like really good spells are concentration, because I want to use all of them, you know, in tandem. But you know, can't do that, so I just quickly picked what sounded good for a one shot I know nothing about. So we'll
Yep.
see.
Oh yeah, sweet. We'll go over to Emily.
So I have Baba Zaba. I am a level 16 kobold wizard, and I am the grand matriarch of a vast kobold lair. The only thing I really planned here is that my 1/8 level spell I took was clone, and we're just gonna say that I have a clone that is being preserved by my many kobolds back in the lair. So if I die, don't worry, I'm eternal.
He's just waiting in his little corner.
Yes, exactly.
That's great.
I probably will not do a voice because I like briefly tried to do like a crazy witch voice like 5 minutes before starting this, and I was like, this is annoying. I do not have time to make it not annoying, so I'm not gonna do it.
That's how I feel when I try to do voices.
Yeah,
What the fuck is this?
It might end up the same way for me too. We'll see. I might just use my own voice or just go the complete opposite direction.
You start up here and you quickly come
Yeah,
down.
exactly. Yep.
Pretty much.
You go 100%. You're like, I don't like this anymore. Awesome. I'm excited. Star, you want to introduce your character?
Yeah, she is a goblin and she is a cleric. Her name is Rin, and she is a renewed woman. She used to be kind of let me think, like a mob boss.
Ooh.
And she turned over a new leaf, and I thought of the story on the drive over here.
Yeah, you guys
So-
have backstories.
We can come back. We can come back to you, Frank. Don't worry.
And I was trying a voice on the way home, so we'll see how this goes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, a cleric who doesn't like to heal. So
I
Oh,
like that. That's a good trope.
that's a good trope. Hell yeah. Awesome. Look, Craig, do you want to do improv backstory real quick? I'll turn it back over to you real quick.
No, not really, because I don't have anything. But I will say that D&D Beyond picked Hermit for me, so I'm supposed to have a some type of discovery.
Ooh, maybe something to do with your bow.
Maybe. Yeah. It says it might be a great truth about the cosmos, the deities, the powerful beings of the outer planes, or the forces of nature. I don't know if it comes up, it comes up.
I think the thing you would learn as a hermit is that you guys are just a speck on a flower, and held by the trunk of an elephant named Horton.
I like it.
Drugs.
That's the camp. That's the whole next campaign. That's what we're doing. Yeah. So you guys, obviously you are companions. I will say that probably through y'all's whole time adventuring, maybe you guys would have dealt with some sort of dragon conflict where our friend Zora Dodongo would have achieved her bow. We would have dealt with maybe some nefarious people trying to uproot Baba Zaba. It's like a pizza place.
Yeah, what does that remind me of? It sounds like something familiar.
It's Baba Yaga.
Oh, I guess that's what it is. Yeah. Okay.
It is what it is.
Okay.
Maybe you guys would have dealt with Baba Zaba. Someone was trying to uproot or take over her empire, her kobold dominion. Maybe there was some internal turmoil about who was going to be the clone. And then maybe even with Rin's past shady business, maybe y'all were able to help her turn that new leaf, or maybe y'all were the ones that helped her turn the new leaf over and kind of transition her away from that thug life, as they say. But throughout your entire careers together, your adventuring careers, which at this point have spanned many, many years, maybe even decades at this point, you guys have been friends for a long time. You know probably more than you should about one another, than you would like, be it willingly learned or unwillingly learned. But for the most part, you guys are famous throughout the lands. And with that infamy, with that fame, comes many people looking and requesting help from the whatever you guys call yourselves, the traveling trio, the trepidatious tricksters, whatever you guys have come to be known across the land. There was a whisper on the wind that kind of pulled y'all's attention towards the settlement of Oakmount, the city of Oakmount, which is this mountainous town. You had heard that there was an acidic lake there. The water from the nearby neighboring mountains had become acidic from something. It's been getting poisoning people, livestock, and even wildlife who drink from any of the nearby streams seem to be affected or sick and dying. There's acid actively seeping. From what you've heard from legends, that the acid is seeping out of a fallen star that is nestled into an alpine lake within the mountains, and that is what is causing this pollution. And obviously, the rumors of maybe repairing or fixing or getting rid of that fallen star could cure these waters. As long as that rumor pulled you into learning more stuff about a legend of the mountain region that you have kind of learned as you've been in the city of Oakmount. The legend of the Starforge. The Starforge is supposedly a furnace that is built around that star, that fallen star. Built by giants eons ago. And you know that there have been, in all legends there are some truths and facts. The more you've looked into this legend, the more facts have become prevalent. That everything that you've learned is true. That there is a Starforge, and that maybe one day a talented enough smith could use the Starforge to craft a legendary weapon, a suit of armor, or even a world-ending machine. And there has been word, as you've learned through town, that one of these smiths has recently been seen at the forge, and to which you guys are all sitting around a table in a low-lit tavern. The city of Oakmount's not big. It's a smaller mountainous town. But you guys have learned of these legends, learned of these facts through your own information gathering skills. today you are meeting a gentleman by the name of Evan Guildhall. You have learned through many people that his uncle was a forge. He was a smith. And recently his uncle has gone missing. And he has kind of contacted you or tried to contract you through meager means of, to grab your attention to help him. And somehow he's managed to land y'all's attention for the moment. And as you sit around this table drinking whatever drinks you are drinking, whatever food you are eating, which is mainly, this is a rock candy based city. They only sell rock candy, so it's not it's wild the flavors of rock candy this town has. They have like pickle flavor, hamburger flavor. It's like a whole tourist attraction. But nonetheless, you guys sit around and Evan approaches you. You see this gentleman. He is about a 30-year-old knight. He's very, very well cut features. His, oh my goodness, his League of Legends group chat. He is like very baby face skin, very chiseled chin. He's a well-built paladin-looking knight figure. He's got a shiny armor. He's your typical paladin when you picture him. Very noble knight. He approaches you, and you see that he is a little nervous to approach all of you, but he walks up, motions to the chair with his hand and says, "May I sit with all of you fine, famous adventurers?"
Are we new to this town?
Yes, but
Okay.
you guys have been in this town for maybe about a week or so.
Okay.
Y'all been here doing research, listen to legends, pulling facts, trying to get the information. But relatively new, yes.
Zora, before she even recognizes that he wants to sit, he'll just look up. She'll look up at him and be like, "What the fuck is rock candy? What is this shit? Can we get anything else in this town?"
Sadly, no. Not much grows in this town, sadly. But we have been able to. Well, not me, of course. The cooks, the chemists, the alchemists. They've been able to find a way to turn sugar into the necessity food that replenishes our electrolytes, our nutrition. It's pretty impressive creation. It's more of supposed to be a candy for children, but that's all we have. And you're not the first to question why we have not fixed that problem.
Go ahead and sit down. Sorry, Baba, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead and sit down, but when I eat some of this, so the idea is that it can taste like a steak and give me everything a steak can give me, but it's actually but I don't have very good teeth anymore. It's really hard for me.
I can go get Buford, the rock candy chewer, to make it more palatable.
No,
That is what you would wish.
No, I don't want that at all. Can you heat it up so it melts a bit?
He's like, he starts writing that down.
Like
I
a-
will
like a
get
soup.
on Yes, Buford. You see like a little cleft-foot kid waddle over, and he says, "Hey, can you go back to the fire back there and put this in a bowl and heat it up and bring it back to us when it's melted?" Buford's like, "I'll go do that right now."
Thank you, Buford. You're a dog.
He just grunts.
Okay. Sorry, Baba, you were going to say.
No, it's okay. That's way funnier than anything
Oh.
what I had planned.
I'm sorry, I wasn't even trying to be funny. I just wanted to eat
That's
something proper.
But he does take the seat at their table, and he says, "I'm Evan Guildhall, which I think I've tried to introduce myself a handful of times, and I've been turned down. But now I have an audience with you, and I need your help. My uncle, Theldon, he's our great smith of this town. And if you've heard the legends of the Starforge, which are more so true than false, you would know that expert craftsmen would be needed to forge anything at that forge. Well, he was kidnapped by a fire giant named Brimskarda. She is it's a whole thing. Before I get into everything, though, I feel as if I should at least tell you that this quest comes with quite a hard trial. Not only is Brimskarda have stolen he has kidnapped my uncle. She has also managed to uproot the dragon that was layered there in that mountain. The dragon known as Aukenvard, a mighty red beast of time. And with that, there are conflicts between the giants and the dragon atop the mountain. I know it's not every day someone comes to you and asks you to go rescue an uncle from a war between a giant and a dragon, but today I offer you that opportunity. If you want to do it, you don't have to, of course. I can obviously pay for any reparations or any kind of coin that you would want. Right now, I have about 5,000 saved up. I've saved up my whole life, and I know that's not a lot to you. You guys are well established, and I own many lands and many acres of world in this realm. Ugh. But I can offer you that, and I can offer you, maybe a permanent resident here, or even maybe even at the Fireside Monastery halfway up the mountain, which is probably where you should make a stop before you venture there. You could probably recruit some of the Furbolg folk that roam in that town. Very, very nice ancient monastery. The students there are well known for fighting. They have a tradition of being extreme grapplers and wrestlers. If you ever go out at night and hear grunts of passion and roar, it's probably coming from the Fireside Monastery.
Did you say
Now-
passion?
Well, passion of excitement of wrestling, grappling an opponent and flipping them.
Oh.
Hot, sweaty action on the mountainside.
Well, I wanted to clear something up with you. The reason we haven't really sat down and spoke with you until now. One of my former husbands was named Evan, and he was a real piece of shit. And that just kind of soured the name for me. So from now on, you're going to be Steve, okay? Just so I don't have to say that name.
I am Steve. I am Steve.
Exactly. Excellent.
Yes, Steve is me. I am Steve.
Um,
That is noted. So I have to say he is missing out on quite a fine woman. You are quite the looker.
don't. No.
See him trying to flirt with you. He's doing a really rough-
I don't like that. You.
All right, Steve
no more.
respects boundaries. Steve will quit that.
So in the battle between dragons and giants, is there one do we respect a dragon? Do we just respect the giants? Are they all enemies? Do we kill them all? Do we sneak in and kill none of them?
Well, I think maybe you guys can choose your own path, obviously. But Aukenvard, the Red Dragon, she has been in that mountain range for well over a century now. Just to have the audacity to uproot her from her lands just for the Starforge, it's a noble cause. It's a noble thing. I respect it. What Brimskarda what Brimskarda dude. But if it was up to me, I would probably try to side with the dragon.
That might prove a little difficult, and I pet my bow, which is also red dragon skinned. If she sees this, that might not be very good.
Yes, maybe keep that hidden if you can.
Oh, just for until yes.
Until but I would think it would be easier to maybe partition with the dragon and make a quick deal to help rid the foe that has so sorely taken her spot. I mean, maybe even the dragon could become homies with you.
I'm sorry, what is a homie?
It's like a friend, but better.
Do they live with you? Is that like a home?
There is
Together?
a mutual agreement to not attack one another, so yes, maybe. But
Yeah.
I would suggest maybe checking in at the Fireside Monastery. The Furbolgs there, fine folk. They are some wrestlers, so don't get into a wrestling match with them unless you really want to and you like wrestling. I would suggest starting there, maybe asking them. They would probably aid you if you were able to maybe show some sort of skill or talent. They don't come down much, so they don't really hear infamy or hear the word of your party's accomplishments. So they might not know who you guys are. So there might be a little bit of a proving ground kind of thing. But they are directly in the path of the conflict, and if they don't do something themselves, the monastery could be lost as well. So they have a hand to play in this as well. So it's not like they can just turn you away. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Right.
yeah. But he looks over to Ren and Bobby Zava. How do you guys feel? He just motions with both hands. How's it? What do you think about this arrangement? Yes, no, maybe so. You don't know.
Sora just
Okay.
cuts it off.
Thank you
I
very
have
much.
no
Appreciate
problem
it.
killing a dragon. I just want to put that out there. That's obvious. Continue.
How much you paying again?
Right now, I can offer 5,000. For my uncle's safe return, of course. My uncle takes priority over everything. I don't care who lives or dies. I just want my uncle back. He raised me since I was a baby, and I owe the man my life. Well, how much were you thinking?
Well, I'm a classy girl, so I'm thinking higher than that.
How much higher?
I don't know.
How
throw a
tall?
number
How
out
tall
there.
are the ceilings in this place?
They're about. I mean, it's just a normal building. It's maybe 10 foot.
Okay, just checking.
Total, yeah.
All right.
So it's mainly it's a 2-story building. Bottom open, main floor open center. So there's a second roof or second story with railing above.
Okay. Sorry. Continue.
Name a number so I can see where realistically my counter offer could.
Well,
be.
how much realistically can you pay?
If I sell some assets, liquidate that, sell that property, maybe 8,000 total. Make a persuasion check with your real quick.
Now is that
My-
extra
with
property?
my
Oh, sorry.
-3 charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is also not good.
I rolled all ones for one of my rolls.
Yeah.
I heard.
Because I used Jacob dice.
You gotta use your
It's not.
own, ma'am.
Also, I ate that brownie and it was delicious.
Okay.
It was laced. Get ready.
I'm about to go crazy.
Yeah.
You're about to be riding the dragon into the forge.
You said persuasion?
Yes.
13.
Hey,
That's exactly what you needed.
was it really? That's amazing.
It's a
She,
very low
she,
check.
she didn't need one more.
No, so it says a DC 13 charisma persuasion check.
That's awesome.
Evan or Steve, he looks. And he's like, okay, I lied. Maybe I could, if I sold everything, bartered with some townsfolk, maybe 16,000 total.
Wait. What's everything? Like, all of your belongings, or?
Yes, mostly.
No, we're not gonna put him out of house and home. That's not proper. He needs somewhere to
I
live.
should use that.
I mean, he offered.
Well,
Well, if this doesn't happen, I mean, our lovely town of Oakmount, it's gone. It's eradicated from history. So.
well, I'm curious. How good is your uncle at what he does? Like, what can he make for us if we do rescue him? I mean, that sounds like a pretty good trade, right? If we all got, some armor or a weapon or something.
I mean, Evan, I mean, Felden. 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 He's a great craftsman. He is a legendary smith. You name it, he could more than likely make it for you.
Yeah.
Now, given some time, of course.
I like that because, you know, if he sells everything, then Felden has nowhere to create anything, right? So,
He looks at all. What kind of armor do all of y'all wear? Y'all have just like normal armor?
yeah, I just got studded leather.
So-
Some chainmail.
Cloak.
Yeah. Steve, as his new name is aptly applied, he says, I bet even Felden could. He like points at all your like armor, cloaks, and all that. He could probably turn the stuff you have on into much rarer quality equipment.
I like that. I mean, I
Maybe
seem
socket
old,
some gems into it.
but I still have like 100 years left, so more protection the better.
Who knows? As he looks at the camera and breaks fourth wall, maybe it could help you get to level 20.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds great.
he looks at you. What the fuck? But for the most part, like any kind of like normal armor can be upgraded to a +2, which is like very rare, I think.
Sweet.
Weapons could be like, upgraded as well. So yeah, this smith, this blacksmith is, you know, he's above the rest. He is. If you wanted a legendary item and you had the ingredients, he could probably make it for you with a little bit of ease, a little bit of grease and elbow grease. He would make it with ease.
So here's the thing, which I think will make Rin very happy. 5,000 now, so we can do a little shopping before we go on this adventure, and then weapons, armor, whatever after once we rescue, and we will rescue your uncle.
You can count on it.
Well, that makes me happy. Yes, he reaches into, he pulls out a, surprisingly out of a pocket, a chest. That he just
Weird.
materializes, even though he doesn't have a bag of holding or a pocket holding. He pulls out a chest, a trunk, slaps it on. Well, here you go, 5,000 gold.
Do you have that in platinum?
Yes, 500 platinum.
That's just much easier to handle.
Yes. Jacob I always forget about platinum as like a
No, I get it.
currency
Gold,
equivalent, too.
yeah, gold is an automatic for sure.
Because when you say platinum, people are like, well, how much is that in gold again? Wait a minute.
So the problem that I just introduced is now it's a shopping episode.
And Steve, he puts it on the table and says, now you're not going to find much here in Oak Mountain, but if you do go to the Fireside Monastery, they should have what you need.
Rock
Which is great,
can't
because you're
rock
going there
candy
anyways.
and nothing else. This town
What
is
do you want from me, man?
more. I want more, Steve. Steven, give me more.
He looks up. I mean, the best I can do is give you a health potion, but that's about it.
I mean, that will help.
He just throws in an extra, just call him a health potion for free.
Thank you,
There.
Steven. That's awfully sweet.
There
I'll
you
bake
go.
you some cookies. I don't know how to bake
Oh.
cookies, but I will figure it out for that health potion.
By the time Buford comes back with your melted rock candy, he like as he's walking, you can see, you know that thing when you have a bowl full of water and you're walking, it's like sloshing around. You obviously can tell that he's struggling to balance his bowl as it's like sloshing, and you see more of the rock candy syrup get on the ground. And when he puts it down in front of you, it's just like that much in the bottom of the bowl.
Sora pulls
And
some
he just-
bread out of her backpack and just dips
Oh,
it in the
no.
soup.
Oh, dude.
It tastes like sirloin. It's a steak. It's meat, right? Meat substitute anyway. No cows were harmed in the making of this
Everybody,
session.
everybody in the tavern looks at you with disgust as you pull out a piece of bread.
Fuck you guys!
That's disgust.
Your town is shit, but I'm gonna save it. We're gonna save it.
Steve just shrugs. Okay. Yeah, maybe you guys can actually help us become less shit in the long run. Maybe you can help us with ideas. Maybe make this like a bastion of some sort. Who knows?
Yeah. That is too much effort.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't think I can pitch anything else. I tried.
One
Can
more
I'll
one
just say
more
here-
thing, Steven.
Yes.
You have to tell everyone in town that your name is Steven. No longer Evan.
He looks. Make a persuasion check. On that, or weirdly enough, make an intimidation check because
Ooh.
that's kind of intimidating in a sense, actually.
Oh, I'm not good at either of them, so we'll see what happens. 17.
Would you want to do intimidation or persuasion on that?
Persuade. I don't think I would want to intimidate. No.
Okay. He says, all right. I will do that upon Feldon's return. I think that is a promise I can't accept until the mission has been completed. If you understand, I will begin to myself become Steven, more of a Steven, for you in the meantime.
Steven?
Yes.
You're kind of a coward. You can go by Evan. I don't mind.
No, don't take it back. I am so proud of you, Zora. Do not. We've been working on this for a long time. Do not go back on your word.
I was just playing with the child, but I mean, if he wants to go by Steven, it's not a bad name.
If he wants to be a coward, let him be.
He doesn't know whether this is a test or not. And you see that? he's just like locked up in fear, like he doesn't know. And with your passive insights, you know that this request is a ride or die for town. He knows the consequences. So in that decision making, he's like, I thought Steven's a great name. Yes. I even have a blue shirt at home. I'll go put it on right now.
I mean, my Steven wore an orange shirt, but sure, blue's fine. It'll suit you.
You're not even a good Steven.
I am going to eat my rock candy now and just stare at you awkwardly.
I stare back, just dipping my bread in. I just noticed you mentioned the passive insight. I just noticed what my passive insight was. Holy shit.
It's probably like amazing. What is it?
It's 23 and my perception is also 23 as passive.
What the fuck? Okay. That was 16.
Rangers,
Steven,
man.
Yeah, Steven just he awkwardly eats and then about halfway through he's like, so we shake on it now and I can leave, right? Is that how that works? I've never done this before.
Are we all in accordance? Sound good?
Alright, well here's the gold.
Baba?
I will see you soon. Oh, he looks over at Baba.
I'm just checking with Baba. She looks hesitant. I want to make sure we're all agreed.
Baba nods. I'm going to say her mouth is full of the rock candy glass that she's chewing. She just like ate the whole thing and was just chewing the glass. It's like...
He gets up and walks away rather fastly.
Hi, Steven.
But he's out the door before you even he power walks away. But you guys have 5,000 gold. And yeah, I'll just turn it over to you guys.
That's a nice young man. I like Steven. He gave us money.
I like it. I like his gold.
However, what are we gonna buy with it? I mean, I figured better now, right, than later. I mean, some health potions. Probably need some of those. This is an interesting quest, though. Dragons and giants.
Yeah.
Did he
Never
say
had
how
to fight
old?
one before.
Did he say how old the dragon was? Long time, you said, right?
He said that the dragons have been layering there for about a century. Usually you would know, since you have killed a dragon with your. What the hell? Since you killed a dragon with your, the dog's like back here, freaking out. But since you've killed the dragons in the past and Craig with his bow, you would know that only adult dragons usually take layers, adult or older. So you know that the dragon is probably an adult or larger, so it's been around a while.
Yeah. Zora will just say, I do like his suggestion of siding with the dragon if we can. I mean, red dragons aren't known to just, side with small folk like us, but I suppose we could convince it. I don't think any of us actually can, but we could try.
Yes, I suppose I could stoop to the level of speaking to a lesser being than I.
That's the spirit.
Says the kobold.
Right.
I love it.
Well, I suppose to the Furbolgs, right? The monastery. You said Furbolgs, right? I heard that right? Okay.
Furbolgs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have we been there before? We know where it is. We've been here a week.
You
So.
you know you would have been. He would have before he left. He would have gave you directions on how to get there.
Okay.
But yeah, you know it's about halfway up the mountain. But yeah, you guys set out. You leave the little tavern and make your way up the mountain of Mount Vesuvius is what we're calling this. Mount Vesuvius.
I like it.
You make your way up Mount Vesuvius. But you begin to you climb up. I mean, you guys move at a normal pace unless you want to run. But you guys.
I don't want to run. That doesn't.
I just imagine you coming out of the tavern just full sprint.
Yeah.
Too high level for that shit.
Yeah. If anything, y'all just float up there and fly.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, we're the
yeah.
Sanderson sisters at this point, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good, actually.
Consider taking the planet
there's our
room.
group. There's our group name.
Sanderson sisters. All right. So about you make your way up the mountain. It takes you a fair amount of time, but you make your way up about 10 miles up the mountain. The closer you get to this monastery, the louder the grunting and passionate growls of wrestling can be heard.
Is that
Well,
in
you
the
don't know what's
book?
going
The
on.
word passionate.
No, they are It says that they are wrestlers. So I was like, all right, cool. They'll be passionate.
I like it.
I should have named the mountain Brokeback, but rather than we'll go on with those.
Are
but you
are
guys-
furbolgs all male?
No.
Oh my god.
But they could be.
Mm.
Wow, I finally have a good use for Greece. I've been taking this all forever.
Oh god. Oh, what the fuck?
Zora just turns to Rin like, "Are you familiar with this type of monastery? This seems. I don't know this
hell
type
no.
of passion."
They sound like they're doing more than just wrestling.
I guess we'll see. Unfortunately.
So yeah, you guys climb the mountain about 10 miles or so, to where you come to the Fireside Monastery. Aesthetically, it is. Think of just like a mountainside dojo temple, the finest like monk. There's like in our around Earth, right? There are like in the mountains, they're like kind of somehow managed to be built like monasteries or temples.
Yeah.
Very much picture something like that, a little bit more connected, easier to access, of course. But it is a sight for sore eyes. It is very beautiful. And as you get up to the main entrance, before I do any introductions or anything, you approach it. You are at the road, the little steps that kind of lead up to the entrance. You see there are Furbolgs further in. They haven't noticed you. They are wrestling. If you guys want to do anything before you go in, I'll turn it over to you. And, yep.
Zora would just be like, "Oh, they are actually just wrestling. Those are very weird sounds for wrestling."
It could just be, role playing
Oh,
before they get to the good stuff.
they just do that out in the open?
Some people are like that. I've met some shady people, and shady people tend to be freaks.
Get him down.
You ain't going nowhere.
Ding ding ding.
No, I think they're actually just wrestling. I heard the ding 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 of the bell.
But standing beneath the archway of the monastery's main entrance, you see a Furbolg, a woman. She has very more feminine features than what a male would have. Obviously Furbolg are like cow people. They look like cows a little bit. They get the cow nose, cow ears. She sees you and she is wearing like black studded leather armor with like spikes and stuff in it. She looks very cool. She's got like some bangs going on, some dark emo makeup under her eyes.
Sweet.
And she sees you all and she's like, "Oh, hello! Hello! Have you come to wrestle?
No.
Hello!"
You do. I mean, hi. You don't have to say hello that many times. How far away is she?
She's like 60 feet.
Oh,
60, 70
okay,
feet away
alright.
from you.
Hello.
Hello!
We can still change her mind, right? She's kind of annoying.
She starts running and jogging over to you all.
Zora's just like, well, I mean,
right.
I'm kind of annoying too, but I mean, you know, here we are.
Wrestle them. Which of us will wrestle?
I suppose I will. If it comes down to it, I will wrestle. But can we talk first before we wrestle, or how does it work up here?
You see the furball. She gets to you and she bends over on her knee. Woo! That was a run.
You didn't have to run. Are you okay?
Yes. My name is Diasma. Who are you?
I'm Zora. Nice to meet you. I thought you were gonna say Diane. That's a beautiful name, but Diasma's good too.
Oh, that's because I have asthma and I would probably die from it, so they call me Diasma.
Oh my, that's not good. That's not a good name. That's not.
Especially up in these mountains, it's hard. It's hard to breathe.
Well, don't run next time, Diasma.
But I wanted to give you a hearty welcome.
Oh, well, we could have run. You just, next time anyone comes up here, just say, you run to me.
I'll think no one comes up here, but okay,
Oh.
yes.
Well, I mean, we're here. Sorry,
Wait, come
Zora.
on in. Let's go up there. Let's go up the mountain.
Right.
She turns around, and starts running away.
You're running again. Stop running.
She gets to the entrance and looks back. Come on! It goes out the mountain range.
I just turned to the two of you. I'm
God,
like,
it's crazy.
right, I'm just gonna walk. I mean, this is weird. Why are we running so much?
Yes, I do not run.
I mean, I can. I don't
I
want
have
to.
small legs. I can't run.
We're all
either.
kind of
Oh,
small.
we all have very small legs. That's right. We are very tiny. We are the tiny Sanderson
I didn't
sisters.
think about that.
The diminutive Sanderson sisters. Small folk.
We walk, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, she waits for you.
We're coming.
She just like sits there noddingly. And as you kind of come up to the steps of the Fireside Monastery, you see, you know, about maybe 20 or so different furbolgs that are wrestling. There are some that are older, grayer fur, some young kids playing, but there are a few hardy folk here. And they all see you come up, and they all like mid grapple, the grunts and they stop, and everybody looks up at y'all, and they all go hello. They all just start waving at all of y'all. Hello, hello, hello.
I just turn to the two of them. I think this is normal. I think they just shout hello at each other all day and wrestle.
I don't like it.
Small brains.
I mean, how about
They're
you?
too friendly.
You say hello to that one, and Baba, you say hello to that one, and I'll say hello to the other one. And we'll just at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Hello. No. Okay, just me. All right. That's fair. That's all right.
Hello. You just get a hello back to you. Diasma looks at you all. So, what brings you all up here? Come to wrestle?
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
That's okay.
Do you just wrestle all day? Is that all you do?
Yes.
Well,
Well, not me
Doing this
as
with
much.
your asthma. Oh.
It's my life and I want to wrestle.
No one's stopping you.
That's why I do it. You see this like little. You question her why she wrestles. It's kind of. You see a little bit of a like a forehead tinge as she like grunts. Like you see her actually get angry at the thought of not wrestling.
Oh.
Um.
Well, I've heard tale of like, I think you can make it from some like lichen and like a hollowed out stick. You puff on it and you light it and puff on it, and it just helps you breathe a little. You can't light it too much though, because the smoke can damage your lungs. But there's some balance to it, and it might help a little bit.
I'll have to try that.
Do you have lichen up here in the mountains?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's the mossy green stuff that grows on trees.
The only mossy green stuff that grows here is the stuff that grows on the backside of Randy over there.
I mean, you could try that. I don't know. It might be the same lichen.
I'll make sure to tell Randy to let me get some of his green stuff and smoke it.
Fair.
What
Excellent.
do we call this? What is this called, by the way?
Why not just call it a puffer? Because you puff on it.
Puffer.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we're here because we hear a tale of eternal battle, not eternal, a recent battle between dragons and giants, or dragon and giants, and that it might sully your existence here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also heard you weren't too concerned about it and you'd prefer wrestling, but you know, there's obviously other dangers to a battle between a dragon and giants. But we were hoping for your help in exchange for your monastery to survive through the battle, the ensuing battle.
Well, I think that would be a profitable friendship.
I assume you're all pacifists, right? You're not going to join the battle. You're just going to let this place to ruin.
Oh no, I'm gonna beat the shit out of that stuff.
Oh, you're gonna?
Well, me and a couple friends, I would hope, not just me.
Do you want to join us?
Maybe.
Okay.
What do you? Diasma keeps figuring out her voice is not the same every time she talks.
Mine
Diasma's
keeps
like-
changing too. It's okay, Diasma.
Diasma's like, well, before we do that, before we fight with you, maybe you should prove yourself to us. We are hardy wrestlers and we like to host friendly contests. Maybe you could do one or so we could gauge your skills. And then I will say yes or no to help.
I will say, I don't mind, but as a preface, you see that we're like 1/3 your size.
That's okay.
Okay.
We'll fun size it.
I don't like that phrase.
We'll snack size it.
No, I don't like that either. We could just
We'll make it smaller.
no. We could just a normal battle between a large. Do you have smaller beings here?
Oh, you're not gonna. We're not gonna wrestle you. Why would we want to hurt you?
Well, I don't know. What do you?
Where
You don't
there's.
think we can handle ourselves?
I don't know. That's what the contests are supposed to prove. Can you?
What is the contest? Let's get that
Obviously.
to that part first.
Well, we have the.
Rin's volunteering.
We have the.
Oh, I don't know if I'm...
We have the Fire Giant Spirit contest where you climb across ropes from one side to another.
Oh.
We have one where you carry a big boulder. We have one where you have to balance atop a pole. This is Jacob just now reading. This is me just
Yep.
now reading. Stand atop a pole beneath a roaring waterfall where, oh, there's the waterfall right there. And she points behind her as there's just a roaring waterfall that just appears. Because Jacob didn't read that part yet. But you just have to do one. And, you know, only one person really needs to prove themselves. I was
Oh.
thinking about taking 3 of my other pals already up the mountain to try to fight stuff, but, what exactly do you, what did you learn, actually? What do you know about what's going on? Obviously there's some sort of war or something.
Well, we heard that a smith, a blacksmith, has been taken, and that is our main quest. But we want to make sure that everybody's safe, right? That no one else gets kidnapped. So we heard who was Brimskarda again? A giant?
That's the evil fire giant, yeah.
That's the giant. Okay. We
That's the
heard Dale of Brimskarda and the awakening of Akenvard, the dragon, and now they're butting heads, and it's getting worse and worse. So we figured before it gets even worse, we will offer our services and try to rescue the kidnapped and put an end to the conflict if we can. I mean,
Well, okay. Yeah. So, obviously, you know, Akinvar did get awakened and her lair taken. Um, she is evil, Akinvar. She is a piece of shit. But pieces of shit still need homes. Yeah. Burping from that energy drink. What the hell was the fire giant's name again? Brackenshard. Brimskarda.
Brimskarda.
Brimskarda. Some of her minions are, or her minions or fellow fire giants are kind of patrolling the outskirts of the actual crater up there, keeping Akinvar from actually getting back up to her lair. I know she's mad about that. I would be. Brimskarda. I only know her by reputation. She's supposed to be well regarded among her kin, holds a great position of power. I think her standing has kind of waned recent years because she's a schemer. And there was a blacksmith named Felden that we have learned this through our own DM's methods of information gathering. But Felden is being exploited to help her make something horrible and deadly that will set Brimskarda apart from her fellow giants. I think she plans to make a move to take over, become the giant. You know about the lake up there is acidic, right? Legend foretells of a fallen star. Well, the fallen star, that is true. There is an actual star up in the crater of the mountain. There's a forge built around it called the Star Forge, which people don't really believe, but there is. One of the rune stones that stabilizes the star beneath the Star Forge has been damaged, causing the acid to seep into the groundwater, the surrounding lakes. Now, obviously, that acid has attracted evil creatures from the elemental plane and poses a great danger to anyone who goes near the water. So be careful. We have to be careful when we go towards the water, of course. Giants use a smith at that Star Forge to make magical rings to protect themselves against these acidic components. Rings of power, some would say. There might be some that are still up there in one of the shelters around the lake. So I'm giving you a lot of information here. This is just for you to process and have an open mind. What did you guys have in mind?
Well,
What did you want to do?
On the topic of the rings, is there like one ring that's more powerful than the rest of them?
She looks at you. We do not speak about that.
I mean, we probably should, because if it's more powerful than the other ones and we have it, then it might help us.
Legend says that at one point there was a ring of such power. One ring to rule them all, some would say.
Makes sense.
But from what I've heard, Akinvard has worn that ring for quite some time.
Oh, so he's the Lord of the Rings then.
She.
My apologies.
She is the ring master. She has the ring, and I wouldn't probably negotiate for it, but there should be other rings up there. I mean, the one ring, all it really does is, it sounds greater. It just gives you protection against acid, and it also gives you like true sight into the ethereal plane. It's just your normal stuff.
Right.
It's just, some say it even corrupts, but how do you corrupt a red dragon?
I feel like anything's corruptible, right?
Yeah, true.
I mean, even evil can be more evil.
Evil.
Well, I mean, test. We're doing a test?
He looks at you. You know what? Fuck the challenges. We should probably do what we need to do. You guys look strong.
Are you
she
sure?
points at. I mean, yeah, you willingly came up here, correct?
Yes.
So, I mean, my method of deduction. 3 + 3, 2, 6. You are capable, I would assume.
That was some very good math.
Thank you. I am actually the mathematician for our town.
Congratulations.
I can count to maybe 10, I think.
Well, that's-
I think 10.
That's something. Just
Oh wow.
something.
Yes. Thank you.
We were told, we have a little bit of coin. We were told that you might have items that might help us.
Yes. What kind of items are you looking for? Of course, we have several potions. Many potions.
Potions would be good for the staying alive part. The preventing damage part is also good, and the dealing damage part is also good. So it's just whatever you have. We'll take a look and see if it helps us.
Well, I know we don't have much sellers, and we have one crazy guy that just keeps making potions. He has, I think, 20 greater healing potions, 10 common potions. I think there was a potion that could give you some resistance to acid damage for maybe an hour, but that one was kind of a prototype. He has like 3 of those, which is kind of crazy that there's 3 of you.
No,
There is
it's crazy.
whatever has higher than a greater healing potion, that's there too. I don't know the name of that, but that's there.
It's the Great Googa Mooga,
Yes.
the Grand Master of Potions. I made that up.
But yeah, that's about the most we have up here. We don't, contrary to belief, we don't really craft stuff because we don't have the capability to craft giant artifacts and items. But potions are cool. We make potions.
Potions are helpful. How much are the Great Googa Moogas? The big ones.
The big ones. So I think for one of those, I think it was like 2,500 gold.
That's a lot of gold.
I think the ones below that were like 250. Wait, hold on. I'm thinking about this wrong. Let me think.
That's
Take
alright.
another.
Do your math and count to 10.
It goes 50, 100, 200. Potion.
There's a fly.
Wondering which of us would be able to pass a strength save. I was like,
I'm the strongest, unfortunately.
So a common one will run you about 50 gold. A greater will cost you about 250, and a superior will be 2,500.
2,500.
Yes, that's a lot. But there are 20. We do have 20 greater.
Right.
And if you buy all 20, we can. Oh, I think I'll have enough gold for 20 of those.
We have 5,000. That's exactly enough gold.
If you buy 20 of those greater ones, I think we could throw in a superior one to go with it.
Oh my goodness.
what's the
I like that.
If you have
Especially
that
since
much
you
money.
have nothing,
What?
literally nothing else up here that we're gonna buy.
And you know what? I think we can throw in the 10 common to go along with that as well.
Oh my goodness.
No one comes and buys potions from. We have to kind of capitalize on what's happening at the moment.
Right, and
I would say I could even see if he could throw in the other superior in as well as part of the transaction.
okay, but you did have the acid resist potions though. How much were
yeah,
those?
those are like 10 gold, I think.
Oh,
Oh.
that's cheap.
I could see if he could throw in those as well to help.
My goodness. Hopefully we can save you all so you can actually spend this money for yourselves once we give it to you.
Well, hey, maybe.
If you die, we will just recover the money.
She's not wrong, but we might also die. We might all die. So, but that's a gamble I'm willing to take.
So let's go. I can go get the potion. I can help the potions guy get the potions together. We'll just bring them all over. What is y'all's plan? I'm going to join you as a buddy.
Oh,
I'll be your 4th, I guess, and we're gonna bring 4 more friends, but they're gonna kind of they'll help with the distraction portion of whatever plan we cook up.
okay. We didn't have a plan yet. This is actually, we
Oh.
just learned about all this not too long ago. So we figured we'd come up here, see what we could get, and then, we could do that now.
Okay. What's the plan?
Well, it was actually suggested to us that we try to take sides with the dragon. I know the dragon's very evil. I've killed one myself, and I pet my bow. I know how evil these red dragons are, but, there's always an angle, right? There's always something you can offer a dragon. that might make things turn in your favor. But you always expect them to turn on you, you know, when everything's said and done. So, but the important part is to at least eliminate one party, so there's no fight anymore. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I like that plan. What do you guys think? She looks over to the other two of you.
I mean,
actually be right
she's
back.
the plan maker.
Cool. So what do we do now?
So, do you guys actually just wrestle all day?
Oh yeah. She
And y'all-
winked.
Wait a minute.
We will wrestle, and she like you see in the background people wrestling, and grappling, and they're wearing all like unitards and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, we wrestle. That's what we're known for here at the monastery. We are,
And you do it very loudly.
of course. Why wouldn't we? There's no one else up here besides the dragon and the giants now, but there's no one else up here. Should we be wrestling in... I would be more disturbed if it was wrestling in quiet than wrestling in loud. You don't want to just come across some people wrestling in the mountains and not know it. That sounds strange to me.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you wrestle much?
No.
Would you like to wrestle? I could show you the ropes.
You're not getting handsy with me.
Okay, and she looks over to Baba Zabu. Yeah, I can show you how to wrestle too.
Got me.
Okay, I get no one wants to wrestle. That's fine. Well, I guess we should pick who we're gonna take with us. Just look at the wrestlers behind me and make your character selection. And it goes into like a character selection main menu. There's just like there's a bunch of furbolgs, all same build, same stat block for all of them. You can describe. I will give it over to you. Whatever one you pick, you can describe what they look like.
Baba Yaga is going to pick out the men, and under her breath to Rin, she's gonna say like, "I would rather the men die." She's just gonna pick out all the men.
Okay. Yeah, you pick 4 of the men. You feel free to you guys can each of you can describe what each of these 3 of these men look like. I'll just do the first one. One of them you pick out is a he looks like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, bald, his ears are short, big build. But this is like not big build Rock. This is like Wrestling Day Rock. So he's a little smaller than the boulder than The Rock is. But yeah, he looks over it. And he's like, "Hello."
Oh, let's get a half size The Rock in there too, like one of the ones that would have been our size.
I like this because I also have
Pebble?
the Rock. So
you pick The Rock and the Pebble. Okay.
the Zora's looks like the Rock, but like a sloth from the Goonies version of the Rock. Just
Hey,
hey you guys.
Hey, you guys.
Very strong.
So
Very strong.
We have a Sloth Rock.
Sloth. Oh, I like that. It's like soft rock.
Yep, Sloth Rock. So we have the Rock, a half-size Rock, a Sloth Rock. The last one. What does the last one look like?
We're gonna do emo rock.
Fucking boy band.
Bangs in his face.
Yeah, he
Eyeliner.
walks up, bangs, bangs. He's like, "Joe, do you smell that? Smell what the Rock's cooking?" Flips his hair.
We
Is
feed
it-
that
is
one
it-
to the dragon first?
When you say rock, is it like the rock that they serve down in town, or do you guys have actual food here?
I don't know.
Do you eat? What do you mean you don't know? What do you eat?
I don't know. I just live. I exist, man.
This one's just really skinny.
Oh, he
So
looks at all of you, he's
dexterous.
like- he looks at all of you. He said, "You know, when I was a young boy, my mother told me that I should go into the city one day and
Did you say
I'll
no,
tell
Mom?
Martin.
Because their food is shit.
well, she actually said that she asked me if I could be the leader of these people.
Oh, the marching band?
Yes, The very black parade that we speak of. Yes.
Oh, are they coming
Sometimes,
too?
Sometimes I get the feeling she's still watching over me.
How far are we gonna go with this one?
He flips his hair a little bit. The other rocks are just looking at him like, what the fuck happened to this guy?
I'm sorry, other rocks, but I like this rock the best. He's got some. He's a poet. He's definitely a poet. The next, Gerard Way, right? That's his name. Gerard.
I think so.
Drockway.
I think I should go back home and get my diary.
You get your diary. You might need that. You could tell a tale of what we're going to do.
Diary of Jane, my love.
Is Jane here?
No.
Oh, did she die?
Yes, and I walk a boulevard of broken dreams.
Oh, you have boulevards up here? This place is that big that you have a boulevard?
I was like, can we quit talking to this guy?
No, I like this conversation.
No one wrestles with him.
I'll wrestle
He's
you.
the only smart one here.
I'll wrestle you, emo rock.
I bet you would.
I don't know what that means, Rin. Is that something sexual? What are you implying?
Yes.
I just want to wrestle. With the passion of the Furbolgs!
With the passion of something.
Yeah. That too. Are we gonna kill a giant? How many giants are up there?
I don't know. Honestly, I know there's Brimskarda, but this is Diasma speaking. Other than Brimskarda, I don't know the exact number. But if we truly seek out Akenvard, maybe she could let us in on a little who's who in the zoo.
Right. Emo Rock, do you know how many giants are up there? Can you give me your assumption based on your boulevard of broken dreams and the all of the emo stuff you spout?
I don't know. Maybe
21 guns?
20 guys.
Yes! That's a lot of giants. We can't defeat 21 giants and then a dragon?
I don't know the number.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll find out. We got this. I believe.
All right. Well, Diasma's like, all right. Well, the potions are all here now. You get a welfare of potion, 20 greater healing potions, 10 common and 2 superior, as well as the 3 acidic resistance potions.
Do you have, like, some styrofoam we can coat these with so they don't break in our backpacks? That's a lot of glass.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we'll do our best around giants and dragons. We'll just put it in a spot. We won't carry it. I don't know.
Emo Rock comes up and
Oh,
says,
let's go.
you know, sometimes I look back and think about what I've done.
Hmm?
In the end, it doesn't really matter. But I'm excited to be with you guys.
I understand what you're saying, Emo Rock, but this will matter.
Sugar, we're going down.
No, we're gonna win. That's the opposite of what we want to say going into a battle like this. Especially in an earlier round. We don't want that. But we'll go down swinging, I suppose. If we do go down.
I am crawling in my skin right now.
Oh, just like Linkin Park, they crawl in their skin too. And their wounds, they don't heal.
He looks up at you and says, "You're gonna go far, kid."
Well,
Oh.
I'm much older than you.
This is so embarrassing. Can we delete this video? I don't want this.
He looks over to Rin. I don't want to make this a Panic at the Disco, but I do write sins, not tragedies.
You have discos up here? That's exciting.
Emo Rock? I think she's in love.
Anyways,
With the disco.
you guys have the potions. They're basically all just waiting on your guys' command to. They point up. Oh yeah, she should be up the mountain.
Wait,
The
who?
dragon
Which
should be on the
one?
mountain.
Oh, the giant.
The dragon.
The
Do
dragon.
we know how to find her, or
I mean, sometimes if you go up to a peak and you go, oh la 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 la, she'll kind of come out of her hiding hole and due to annoyance, we actually lost the Furbolg that way.
That makes a lot of sense. I don't think I would like that either.
very good? We would have the evil one do that.
I mean, oh, I was gonna say something, but old brain.
Sometimes I just feel like a rat in a cage.
Despite all your rage, right?
Yes,
Right.
of course.
Yes. I know it. I lost it. I've lost it. I had a thought, but we have a walk, right? Maybe I can think of it again.
Lonely road ahead. Yes, we should get going.
I regret nothing. I regret nothing.
You're the only one who stayed clean this whole time. So proud of you.
I'm really trying not to, buddy.
Let's go up the mountain. Emo Rock, do you want to lead the way?
Not really.
Oh, do you
I
want
guess
to?
I can give it a try.
Oh, okay.
He steps forward, and Three Doors Down begins to play as you guys walk up to the mountain to the song. As Kryptonite begins to blast over the mountainside. And then you hear him saying, I can be your superhero. I think that's how the song goes, right? I can be your hero, baby. Yeah, you guys make your way up the mountain. And you eventually arrive to a peak. More so like a plateau. It comes up to a, just like a flatter piece of land. And when you get there, Emo Rock's like, yeah, this would be the spot to give her a call.
Why don't you show
Oh,
us
I
how
was-
it's done?
I was supposed to remember what I was thinking about before we got up here. That's hard to, like, when you forget something and you're trying to remember, and it gets worse. It's like there, but I don't know.
Did I give her
It
a
was
call?
it was probably just something about me talking about me defeating a red dragon in the past. I shouldn't say that too loud, right?
Probably not.
Your voice changed on our way up. Is that the altitude?
Yes. I'm Emo Rock still, though.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I trust I trust that. Wait, before we do this, what the fuck are we saying to this dragon to convince it to help us? I mean,
I don't know.
I can't talk to it. I'll just make it angry.
I don't know that any of us are going to be very good at convincing it to do anything. I will say to actually, this is actually what I was going to say. It wasn't in character. It was out of character. Having defeated a red dragon, would I know like the appropriate way to approach trying to like convince a red dragon to, I don't know, leave the town alone if we got rid of the giants? Probably sounds like a good like.
I mean, yeah. I mean, at this point, if a dragon's been removed from its lair, I mean, red dragons are greedy,
Yeah.
very, very vain, very greedy. You would probably be in the best position to make a pretty solid argument to convince that, like, if you can help get rid of the intruders, that there could be some agreement as long as no one breaks this agreement to come back to its lair, kind of thing.
Okay.
Like if people leave it alone, I mean, obviously, if you can promise any kind of wealth or gold or anything to add to its hoard,
Yeah,
would probably be best.
So I'll
I
turn.
mean, mainly just to kind of partition towards its greed and fuel its ego a little bit to
Okay.
become
I'll turn towards the Furbolgs and just say, so, how, before Brimskada came in, how long was this dragon here? Like, was the dragon ever bothering anyone, or did they just, did she just stay still?
Dasma speaks up. She's like, well, we kind of really just didn't mess with her. I mean, adventurers have tried before and died, of course, but we usually keep to our own. I think she kind of likes the grunts of our wrestling. While we are wrestling, sometimes we hear some cat calls from the mountains. We don't really know who, but I want to say it's her.
So before
I
all
think she's
this,
a wrestler fan. I think she's a
before
fan
all,
of wrestling.
before all this giant business, she just kept to herself and never bothered you?
For the most part, I mean, there was an incident where one of our children wound up there, and yeah, we lost a child that day. We were all kind of mad, but I mean, what are we gonna do? We can't. I mean, it's a dragon.
Right.
But we don't. I mean, we've given her gold and stuff before. We've given her a couple items here and there. I think really though that the fallen star, that is within the Starforge is quite a treasure, quite something to possess, and I don't think she wanted to leave that artifact, that item, because where the fuck else you gonna find a star?
So before the giants came in, the star kind of belonged to her. Like, was she?
I think she like curled around it, and the heat kept her warm.
Ah.
And I think she likes that warmth. Yes.
So, and my understanding is that the star, you can use it to create things, right? Is that perpetual, or is that like a one-time thing?
I mean, many of the things in the legend has many things in the past were created there. So, I mean, the star isn't. I mean, the stars do burn out, but it's still burning bright.
Right. So I turn to Baba and Rin, and I just say, well, I mean, we're gonna have, if and when we rescue him, we're gonna have Felden create items for us. What if we made a deal with the dragon for Felden to create items using the star for her? Once every 3 months, 6 months, something like that, and seems decent for a greedy dragon. But they'd be very powerful items, right?
I mean, I bet she'd be down, but you never know.
Right? Yeah. I feel like that. I mean, unless you have other ideas, that might be the best thing that we can offer. Because I don't think the dragon can create her own items at the forge. So, if there's someone who can create shiny things, that's pretty enticing.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Emo Rock, what you got?
Is it my time?
I think so. I mean, I
Okay.
assume
I guess I
the
can do it.
the rest of the Furbolgs heard that plan. Like, I would just be like, what does that sound ideal?
All the rocks, they give you one of those little raised
Yeah,
eyebrow.
the people's eyebrow, yeah.
They all like agree. We smolder a little bit.
All right.
Emo Rock steps up. Fine, I guess I'll sing. Hey there, Arvin Bard. What's it like in Mount Vesuvius? Tonight is really dreary, but I bet you look so pretty. Yes, it's true. Ooh. He goes on and sings "Hey There, Delilah."
That's
He goes and sings
beautiful.
"Hey There, Delilah." Eventually, you hear the sound of flapping on the wind. His wings sound to flap. The sound of what? Sounds of wings flapping on the wind. As a large red dragon, beautiful creature. Fierce and like a ruby red tinted scales, massive leathery wings. Just massive creature just soars over, and it looks down on you, and you see it's like flies around for a second until eventually just plops down and lands with a heavy thud as it shakes the mountain a little bit, and it looks over and says, "What the fuck is that you sing? Stop it! It's horrible."
I agree.
Who are you? Why have you sung and brought me from my slumber?
Well, we hear you're struggling against the fire giant, Brimskada, right? She's kind
It
of
isn't a struggle. It's more of a. She has more than I have. She has several giants that I can't fight all of them at once.
well. That's kind of what we're here to offer is help with that. And the idea is, I mean, we know about the Starforge and what it can do. we assume you don't know how to properly use it, right? You've been using it for warmth.
You don't think I know how to use my own artifact? You question my intelligence, creature?
Well, I didn't think. I just assumed. Have you been creating your own weapons and armor using it?
No, but only because I don't want to yet.
Oh, well, we were gonna offer to help you with that if you needed help, and we would also help you with the giant problem, so that you can reclaim your territory. And I mean, you just admitted that you couldn't do it yourself, so
Why would you want to help me?
we'll be.
Look, it's a great offer. Just accept it.
But what's the downside to this agreement before I agree to help,
Look,
aid, request aid?
you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
What exactly are you offering? Are you offering to rid Brimskarda for me? Or what? What exactly do you plan to do?
I mean, that was the plan. Yes, so you could have.
Okay, good.
Yeah, right.
And if you die, do I get to keep your goodies?
Well, if we die, we don't have any use for them, so.
Yeah, go at it.
Cool.
I mean, we would like your help, though. I don't know that we can do this on our own, and that's why we were offering to help you wield the Starforge in case you didn't know how it worked.
Here's what I can do to help. You help me, I help you. There are 4 giants that roam the edge of the crater. I can engage with the battle with them as long as some of your fine wrestling folk help me. I want the emo one.
Everybody does.
We can distract those giants, but that will leave you to deal with Brimskarda and her sister. Oh, do you not know about her sister?
That was not. I mean, we weren't told how many giants there were, so.
Her sister's name is Zohelm. Zohelm. Zoloff. Her sister's name is Zoloff.
That's an interesting name.
She guards the path to the Starforge, so you'd have to fight Zoloff and her salamander pets before reaching Brimskarda. Now, Brimskarda is forging something. I hear the anvil, the swing of the hammer on the anvil.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We heard tell of. I mean, she captured a talented blacksmith, and he is up there helping, and so that's part of our goal. But so you're telling me there's giants and salamanders? Are there big salamanders?
They are creatures from the elemental plane of fire. They are like snake-like entities with like spears. They're fire snakes.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. Well, they call salamanders because they don't want to be snakes.
I guess I suppose that's fair. Well,
Yes.
so let me understand this. You're going to keep the perimeter giants busy while
Yes.
we deal with Brimskarda and her sister. What was her name again?
Zoloff.
Zoloff. Yes.
Yes.
Prescription
I will,
drug.
depending on what happens on the crater, depends on when I can help you. If you can defeat Zoloff, I will attempt to come and help you against Brimskarda.
Wait, which one's stronger?
Probably Brimskarda.
Okay. So,
Yes.
so the prescription drug first, and then her sister.
Yes.
Okay. Any tips? Have you
I
you
don't.
learned? No, I mean yes. Have you learned anything? Weaknesses?
Well, obviously they're immune to fire.
Right. So you have a special difficulty with them, I assume. Trying to
Yes,
fight fire
I,
with fire.
Yes, it's pisses me off.
I bet.
But now with your help, I could distract them long enough with these wrestlers that I could come in and start beating the shit out of them with my claws and my tail and my mouth and the fun stuff.
So we want to make sure, if we succeed, and this all goes according to plan, that things just kind of go back to when you just, you existed on your mountaintop and kept to yourself, and maybe don't eat children anymore if we have a constant supply of shiny things.
I like shiny.
I know. I've heard.
I can agree to that. Yes, I can agree.
I mean, we understand you need food, but there are plenty of other things than children in town to...
Oh, to be honest, the children wandered into the lake and drowned and could not swim.
Oh,
And I just let nature kind of take its course.
understood. Oh.
Yeah. So.
Just sat there and watched him drown.
And then
she
ate
just
them.
shrugs.
This is a popsicle. Well, I
You're
guess...
gonna hear the sounds of like the forge in the background being crafted, the fire of the mountain, or the fire of the forge in the background as you were speaking.
So she's in your former lair, right? She took it from you?
Yes.
So you would know.
Yes.
Are there secret entrances that maybe she doesn't know about, or that she's not maybe paying attention to?
No, there's no. I mean, it's the crater, so it's open, so you can see anyone that comes down. Usually.
Right. Okay.
I mean, if you had the ability to swim in the acid lake, maybe. But I would not recommend that.
Last time I checked, I can't swim in acid, so
Yes.
I've never actually checked. That doesn't sound comfortable.
I mean, there's gonna be a bit of a. So the bridge to the main area of the forge is broken. There is a boat at the bottom of the lake that could be retrieved if someone was able to grab it and get to it. That would make getting across easier, but if you could fly across, you should have no issue.
Would she see us coming in a boat?
Well, probably not Brimskarda, but Zoloff is just standing in the middle of the path, so
That sounds
she would probably see you.
that sounds boring.
I know. That's the point of the lair. There's not much places to hide. It was it's quite shameful, but they caught me when I was sleeping. And they kind of ganged up on me. They had a bunch of bags, pillowcases full of bars of soap. And just started beating the shit out of me.
Those must have been very big bars of soap.
Yes, giant-sized bars of soap.
That makes sense. If you're a giant.
Indeed.
Can we all fly? Is that something that's we can all do?
I can do it.
I have the boots. The winged
boots.
the winged
I
boots.
can also cast fly. So everybody can fly. All right. I got you.
So it sounds like we wouldn't really need a boat. We can kind of drop in from above instead of trying to get across the lake of acid.
Yes. I would be wary of the bridge, though. There are foul apparitions of air that have formed from the acid that would hurt you if you attempted to cross. They would fight. Basically, air would come out and try to beat the shit out of you. But it'd be acid air. Kind of like an air elemental.
So giants, salamanders that are actually snakes, and air.
Yeah, but if you could just fly, you could probably just pass the elementals just like that.
Right. Oh,
Yeah. You
Okay.
could just kind of go around that encounter.
You can completely avoid something I have planned for you. Well, I mean, flying sounds good.
Yes. Okay, let's do it.
All right. Before we go and do this, let me make y'all some food.
I like food. Is it rock candy?
No.
Thank
none of
you.
that Shit anymore.
Thank you.
I feel like we've been eating that nonstop.
Unless it's Pop Rocks. That is.
I'm gonna
Sensational.
cast Heroes Feast.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at you. How long does that take to do? By the way,
It
it's like 8
takes
hours.
no, it takes 10 minutes to cast,
Okay.
but it's an hour-long feast.
Okay.
And I
So
can
you're
take-
just doing it for every single one here, like the drag and the furballs, the group.
It's up to a certain amount of people, right?
Oh, well, sorry.
well,
Okay.
it's up to 12, so I think I have
How many
plenty.
people is a dragon?
Yeah.
The dragon probably wouldn't partake just because she doesn't trust you, but she hasn't made an agreement to. She would not eat that.
Well, screw her.
It's all right,
What is-
Raiden. It's all right.
What does your feast look like? What does it entail?
So I'm thinking
Rock candy.
lots of like Italian food, so like pasta, lasagna, like what are the
Pizza with pineapple.
pizza with pineapple.
Yes.
Canadian
My-
bacon.
My
all
favorite.
the good
No,
stuff.
not Canadian bacon. That's just ham. That's bullshit. It's false advertising.
That's what I've been called my whole life.
So this is a cool image. Sorry, keep going.
And then
What's an Italian?
probably just Italian stuff. What are the? I'm trying to think of what those little like.
Cool
Oh,
image.
Oh, what?
On Video Ninja.
Oh.
cool.
It's a cool little image in the player's handbook. Anyway, sorry. Continue. So you're making an Olive Garden feast.
Cannolis. Is that what? it's called?
Cannolis.
Cannoli.
Yeah, that stuff. All that
That's dude.
gelato and all that good stuff.
Sweet.
And I'm scarfing it down.
Scarfing it.
Yep.
I'm just very glad to not be eating rock candy. That is bullshit. I don't
Yeah, the
understand how
furballs
an
are going to town.
entire town can survive on rock candy. It doesn't make sense. Do they all have teeth of steel? Of rock? I guess they would. It's rock candy.
Just eat the food.
I am! I'm speaking with my mouth full. This is delicious. Thank you, Rin. You are my savior. And you're kind of my lord and savior. You're a cleric. You have God on your side. Very much appreciate you.
The
Tell me
furballs
it's
join
good.
in. What does the Hero's Feast give, by the way?
Oh yeah, that's the whole point of casting it. Okay. Where? Oh, I lost it. Where'd it go? So, creatures that partake gain several benefits,
Oh!
which last for 24 hours.
Yep.
Creatures have resistance to poison damage. I don't know if that'll be anything. Has immunity to the frightened and poison condition. And its HP maximum increases by 2d10. So let me do that real quick. Alright.
HP maximum?
Yes.
Don't roll 2 1s. Oh! What'd you roll?
I rolled a 10! Okay, 15.
All
15.
right.
15.
That's temporary hit points?
No maximum
adds
HP.
to your
That's HP.
max.
How do I do that?
You just click on your HP.
Yeah, and max HP modifier.
Oh shit! Let's go! I'm above 150.
I'm almost there.
Anything else you want to do while y'all prep to go to the direct or to the?
I don't know what. I don't even know what I can do. I'm old.
I'm gonna summon a dragon.
All right.
Because I have it, so like we're just gonna do it.
Wait, make
Oh.
sure it's one that's not in competition with the red one. They might get angry.
Oh, I was gonna have the dragon look exactly like the other one.
Oh! We need to make sure it's not gonna get jealous, though.
How big is this dragon? Or what is the stat block for the dragon? What's it called?
Draconic Spirit.
Size is it?
It is large.
Large? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
And then I'm gonna cast Aid as well.
And
Aid.
when I summon this, I get resistance to one of the Draconic Spirit's resistances, and I'm gonna go with fire
Okay.
because of what we've been told.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, and then actually make it 20 because I casted 8, so you get 5 more points.
Another
You
5.
cast an aid at level 1, or what are you doing? Because you can
no.
upcast it.
Oh, level 5. So I guess what is that?
How many
Level
level 5 spells do you have, Rin?
A lot.
2.
Just 2?
I have a Pearl of Power.
I don't know what that means. I'm a ranger. I just shoot arrows.
Okay, hold on. Let me read this. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna do it at 4th level actually. And it says, oh, just kidding. Add 15 on top of the 15 you just did.
Another 15.
So add 15
30.
more. So 30.
Zora's strong. Zora more like the Dodongo. Made of rock.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use my Pearl of Power to gain back some. Hold on. I gotta find it.
Baba Zaba's practicing her disintegrate.
Oh, wait, what?
I can see it, Baba.
She like did it on a rock, and the rock just like burst into nothing, and then she like started to point it at the emo guy, and then you said that.
Yeah.
What level did you cast the Draconic Spirit? Did you cast it at 7th level, I assume?
It's
Or
5th
eighth
level. 5th
fifth
level
level?
to summon dragon.
So that's the base level for it.
Yeah.
So it's 14 plus a spell level, so AC is 19.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, I see.
that's better than all of us.
And its HP is 50 plus 10 for each spell level above 5, so it'd be just 50 since it's just at level 5.
Oh, maybe I should make it higher.
Do you want to?
Awesome.
I'm just trying to put it into like an encounter tracker.
Can you
Yeah,
take
no, it's cool.
me higher?
No, I wanna keep my other spell slots because I wanna do reverse gravity.
I mean, Reese's cup.
Gotta try all these out.
Hell yeah. When in Rome.
Uh-huh.
So you are concentrating on that spell. So just remember that.
Yes,
Last for an
concentration.
hour.
What does that screw with? Probably all kinds of things.
Constant,
Oh,
yeah.
yep. Reverse gravity is. I see where you said that.
So, anything else anyone else wants to try to do while we all prepare?
I
You're
don't-
looking over your sheets.
I just flex. Ugh, it hurts. It
Very
feels
nice,
so
very
good.
nice.
I don't have anything I can prepare, I don't think.
Okay.
I cure wounds on Rin. Do you feel better? No, I don't. Did that do anything?
No.
Oh. Well, I guess we're gonna go,
Sounds like you're all ready to depart
Oh.
and get to the group.
Sorry.
Oh,
I-
go ahead, go ahead. You're good.
I'm gonna do Rary's telepathic bond
Okay.
as ritual, which I'm assuming you guys would have encountered in the past. And that basically is you have a telepathic link among you guys, up to 8 willing creatures, so I'll get however many furbolgs I can.
so we
and
can
the
just
dragon.
talk to each other in our brains.
Yes, pretty much.
Can
Yeah.
one of you, specifically emo rock, whisper something, please?
If it's up to 8, wait, I want to say it's up to 8. I'm gonna choose. Wait, no.
Not emo
That
rock.
would get anybody. That would get everybody, wouldn't it? I was gonna say, I'm
Besides,
gonna leave out
besides the
Jesse.
dragon. The dragon won't allow that to happen.
The dragon.
The dragon's like, fuck you. Get out of my brain.
So the emo rock, you hear him say, "Hello."
That's it. Is that Adele or Lionel Richie? I don't know. Please keep going.
Can you hear me?
I think that was
I'm
Adele.
California
Oh, you're
dreaming.
Adele. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you.
I wanna rock.
Rock.
Can I have 2 channels?
Yeah.
Can my rarely telepathic bond have 2 channels?
Yeah, you just tune in FM AM kind of thing. You're just
That's
like,
what I
"Nah."
was thinking.
I like it. All right, emo rock. That's it though. Let's keep it to a minimum.
Don't stop me now.
I won't. You have to choose to stop yourself. We need the channels open for important. Unless you have a really good song.
Fine.
Okay.
That last one wasn't even emo rock.
I mean,
I listen to more than just emo.
who's your queen?
Britney Spears.
Oh.
She's killer.
Britney Spears. Does she carry Spears?
Yes.
Thank you,
Only through
Britney.
bad breakups when she shaves her head, though.
Shouldn't she be with us?
She's on Instagram making weird dance videos now, so no.
Oops, she did it again. Can we go kill a giant?
So here's what happens. You guys depart towards the mountain, correct? You ascend, and you watch as the four furball gentlemen, men, they actually, Aukenvard actually allows them to ride on his back for like an aerial drop just to start the battle off like with a bang.
But
So you see these
just them though.
Yeah, just these
Oh,
4 furballs.
Okay.
Because you don't want it to be seen by these other giants. because
That's
then
fair.
It'll kind of separate. It'll ruin the plan, basically. So the furballs ride atop Aukenvard, and you see them crest over the crater, and you see these 4 large giants, these male giants. Now, when it comes to Fire Giant Society, male giants are kind of weaker, or they're looked down upon more so than the female are. The females have true power, the fire males don't. But they are these just hulking, large, huge creatures with this like very black obsidian armor. They have these giant, like 2 tree trunks stacked on top of each other, wide swords. Like they're these beefy boys. And they kind of look like this. Actually, just show y'all a picture of them. I'll do it on Video Ninja.
Zora pees a little.
They look like that.
Jeez.
These beefy boys. They are a sight to behold. Let me know when everyone sees this beautiful gentleman.
Beefy.
Just
Can I-
Ganondorf's head. Like,
It is, yeah.
Is it really?
That's what it looks like, dude.
Do I have a way
Those
to
eyes
post
could
this?
kill. I mean, I can send a picture of it into Discord. I can put a picture of it in Discord if you want.
Zora's humming to herself. Don't stop me now.
Nah, yeah.
That's in my head.
But yeah, you see these large fire giants just take off after the dragon. They're all yelling. They're all speaking in giant, like they like go off, chase after the dragon.
I
You see
know
the
giant. Are they just saying lol lol lol?
No, they're going like, holy shit, it's back! Come on, boys, it's time to kill a dragon. Which they run off after the dragon, and you hear the furballs all go hello.
Oh, God.
As they are falling off of the dragon, and you see them kind of land on top of the fire giants' faces and like doing like a little bug thing, with like crawling all over them and shit. They're grappling them. This is happening as you guys ascend the mountain. You guys all come up over the ridge. I'm a screen share the crater for you. So if you open your map tool on
Screen share the crater.
so as you come above this up atop this crowd, you stand atop a roughly circular ridge nestled into the mountainside. The ridge overlooks a massive crater in the center of which is a stone structure that glows brightly. If you're on the map right now, the stone structure that glows brightly is over here.
Oh shit.
It's this huge, like just bright, brilliant, blinding light that just emanates from this stone structure. You see around
map, there are other structures that kind of stand out as like once buildings or intact buildings. But for the most part, you are looking down onto this just brilliant, blinding light. The water on the edge is obviously this water right here. It's obviously acid. You see the bridge that's dilapidated, and sitting in the center of the whole thing is Zoloth and her two salamander buds. They're way over here, over yonder. You guys are going to be at the entrance. You guys are all going to be really tiny because it's 10-foot squares.
We're already tiny.
So you're all probably have to zoom in a bunch, but you guys are all down there. Here's your draconic spirit, Baba Zaba.
Hell yeah.
It looks like Akenvard does, but just the artwork is that guy. But nonetheless, you all see before you this crater, the Starforge, obviously over yonder, and you don't think Zoloth and her salamander see you at the moment. They'll probably see you when you try to approach the actual middle section. But for the most part, you know it's probably in your best interest to kind of avoid the left side of the crater where the dragon is fighting the Furbolg.
Oh, there. Wait. I have to zoom out. Where are we?
You guys are
I'll
over
look
here.
down.
At the bottom.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you
Big
guys are
map.
behind me.
It's large.
This is-
I was gonna put it up on the stream and then it just automatically went up. I already had it set up apparently.
There's Diasma right next to you.
Oh my god, we're so small. How large is the giant? How giant is it?
Rin just disappeared somewhere.
Bye, Rin.
Alright.
Rin, we need
Your
you.
character? Oh, you changed your character art.
Yep. There you go.
Very
But
important.
nonetheless, you guys stand at a dilapidated bridge. Obviously, the sound of hammering is coming from the center of the,
Yeah, it is.
and it's obviously coming from that big blinding light in the middle of the map. But yeah, you guys see the fight to the left is going on. You know it's probably in your best interest to get your move on while you have time, while the other giants are distracted. And Zoloth is actively looking at the dragons fighting, or the giants fighting the dragon and the Furbolg, and she's kind of just pointing and laughing at them, saying like, "Oh, look at those weak men, weaklings," and just berating the minions. Not a
No,
good boss to work for.
no time like the present, I suppose. Have you ever fought a giant before? I've never fought a giant. No.
Nope.
I've killed many in my time.
I mean, small. Sorry, a fire giant. I should have specified. That it doesn't matter. Well, we're about to.
I mean, I've killed many
And
other things. like that.
I assume you guys have drank y'all's acid potion, resistance to acid
Yes.
as well. So you each have acid resistance for an hour. Emily, your draconic spirit lasts 50 minutes because you use the ritual to cast Barry's Bond or whatever. Barry Bond.
Barry Bond?
Telepathic Bond. It took you 10 minutes to cast that ritually.
The duration of the spell is an hour.
Oh, we just lost Jacob and Star. Do you still hear me, Emily?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I see and hear you.
Internet. How dare you?
Such is life. I love this character and voice for you.
Oh, but I mean, like I said before we started, I'm like, I haven't even tried it yet, so.
It's great. It's fun.
Thank you.
Are you channeling like some character from media or real
Nope.
life? What
Nope.
are you channeling?
Nothing.
This is just
It's
inside of you.
It's just coming out of me.
This is your deepest soul.
I guess. We'll do it around the house from now on. You know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll go away right now while they're figuring it out. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Unfortunately, our DM and Star, Jacob and Star, they lost their internet, so we cannot finish this tonight. But I feel like we left at a good spot, right? We were just about to engage the giant, and that's a great cliffhanger for the next session. So, I mean, this is Emily and I saying, have a wonderful night, and I think the plan is to try to finish it next Friday. But the next time we will see you is on Sunday for our Icewind Dale campaign. So we'll see you then. And like Jacob always says, if you want to see more of us, just check out all the channels on here. All of the live would be everything in order. I'm trying to group things into our different campaigns, but life happens. But we will see you Sunday. Have a good evening.